Welcome back. So we're talking about building a Japanese recipes niche website, and we wanted to look at how other sites were monetizing Japanese recipes and to check out our competition. So this is a really small niche. Let's see what other websites are listed here. We've got about.com. This is definitely not a niche web portal. This is a gigantic directory. So the way they monetize is going to be much different than the way you're going to monetize, unless you've got the kind of firepower behind you that About does, which 99.9% of people don't. But you can see they're using banner advertising. They have people paying them to advertise on their site because they're a giant. But if we look at some of the other sites, we can get an idea of what we're coming up against just for the word Japanese recipes, Japan recipes. We've got another site, japanguide.com. This is a smaller site than About by far, but this looks like it actually is a quite large portal about Japanese culture. Let's just find a smaller site so we can get an idea of some of the other players in the market that are a little smaller. We've got allrecipes.com, and then we've got bento.com. Let's look at this one. Okay, this is definitely a niche site. This is the kind of site you'd more than likely be building as an affiliate or a small business owner. So let's look at how these guys have laid out their site. You can see they've got their index, their category index, and then underneath Japanese cuisine, they've got all these subcategories. This is what theming is. So these guys have themed their website, but we can do a much better job than this. They haven't broken it down into different categories under Japanese cuisine, under Japanese recipes. We could even, add categories like Japanese cuisine and so forth. This looks like it might be a restaurant. Tokyo food page. Well, maybe not a restaurant, but it's definitely a Japanese cuisine niche website. So they've monetized with, they're using a Google search bar here. You can add a Google search bar to your website and make commissions off of it just like you do with AdSense. They've also added Google AdSense right here. They've got some product. They've got more Google AdSense along the right side here. They've got products right here: rice tubs and Mikisu mats. And so this is they're incorporating looks like Amazon products into here. These are interesting Japanese cuisine products that they've integrated into this site. A sake drinker, Japanese graters, Japanese kitchen toolkit. So here we go. They've incorporated some products, some AdSense, and then they've got books down here. More AdSense. This gives us an idea of how we might monetize our own site if we did a site on Japanese cuisine, Japanese recipes. So this is what you want to do. This is market research. You want to check out your competition, how they're monetizing, and how you might monetize based on your existing product line. Or in this case, we're just creating a new website. How you might find new products, new ways of creating a unique selling proposition to people who land on your site. So once we know what we're going to target, the Google SK, the Google search-based keyword tool, returned a lot of long tail keywords with not a ton of traffic. So what we do now is we jump over to a tool called the AdWords External Keyword Tool. And I would give you the URL, but it's ridiculous. So the way you get there is simple. You go to Google search and you type in External Keyword Tool, and it'll pop right up to the top right there. AdWords Google External Keyword Tool. Okay, let's type in Japanese recipes into the Google AdWords sandbox, or the external keyword tool as it's called. And for this one we need to enter our stupid CAPTCHA, so let's go ahead and do that. This is going to give us an idea if there's other keywords that are larger to the market of Japanese recipes that we can target. And once again, this tool will bring back semantically sorted relevant terms for us to use in order to theme out our website, in order to make our site categories, our main site theme of Japanese recipes. This has, according to this tool, quite a lot of search traffic. So while we didn't see a lot of traffic on some of these long tail keywords, this will show us some much bigger areas of the market. So what I like to do, these are already sorted by relevant keywords, so anything that we use in this top half section of keywords is going to be highly relevant to our website, all the way down to where it splits here for additional keywords. So anything above additional keywords, we can use those, and they're going to be extremely relevant. They're semantically directly related to our main parent keyword, which is Japanese recipes. Now, I like to sort by global monthly search volume, but if you don't do that, what you're going to get, if you just don't touch it, is a list of the most related keywords in order according to Google. Why is that important? Because Google is the show right now. I'm sorry to say it, but Google, if you're doing SEO, is going to give you, if you're creating a content site to drive traffic, Google's going to give you 60 to 80% of your traffic most of the time. So sorry to say it, but we need to use Google's data, because this is what they're saying is relevant, and Google's where you want to rank for sure. Not that you don't want to rank on MSN and Yahoo, of course you do, but you want to target Google, and as a result you'll pick up Yahoo and MSN traffic as well. MSN, by the way, is no longer MSN. They just changed their search to Bing like 2 days ago. It's called Bing now. You can still get there through their same link though. Anyway, so I like to sort these by volume to see where my highest volume is. And you can see Japanese recipe are both highly trafficked, an average of 60,000 monthly searches. They're highly competitive, as we saw when we looked over at those websites. It didn't quite make sense that we had all these long tail keywords, but yet it looks so competitive. I need to wrap this up again, but basically this will give us a much larger picture of areas we can target. And so just go down to the bottom here. We can add these individually, or we can just go down to the bottom and put them all into a bin, which is what you should do. Okay, give this a second. There we go. Now we'll have all these keywords over here, which we can save to our desktop by clicking on a text download or CSV. We'll continue this in the next video. Thanks for joining me.